Justice League Last Ride Issue 2 is exactly what I wanted it to be. The first issue of Chip Zdarsky's Justice League miniseries Last Ride was quite strong, but unfortunately had a few significant shortcomings that prevented me from fully loving it. And I felt like if those shortcomings could be corrected, then this would be a phenomenal series. And then, in comes issue 2, wiping away pretty much all of those criticisms, presenting an incredibly strong issue, giving me confidence that the rest of the series is going to be something to remember. In truth, this issue feels like it should have been paired with the first issue in an oversized introductory volume. Whereas the first issue spent a lot of time talking about, hinting at a past Great Crisis event, but never actually showing anything, issue 2 dives headfirst into a flashback that explores these events directly. And what is that crisis? As shown pretty clearly on the cover, an all-out war with Apocalypse and Darkseid. Man, what a war it is. I often struggle to feel the scope of events when they get too large, with characters moving through sequences in a manner that really just serves the plot, but doesn't feel properly immersive. Not so here. Chip manages in just a few pages to deftly give the battles a sense of gravity, usually by showcasing the way a character responds to the situation at hand. As is generally the case, a writer's handling of the characters makes or breaks such scenes, and Zdarsky works with these characters incredibly well. And part of this may be the tight cast. This feels like an event book, the kind of reality-shattering, universe-altering story that both Marvel and DC push on a regular basis. There, the cast is usually quite large, needing to span entire worlds, or universes, or even multiverses. Here, however, we remain focused on the core members of the League, telling a grand story in a far more personal manner. We feel the effects on the characters, see how they are handling the overwhelming odds. The more intimate approach to the storytelling makes the events feel far more significant because we connect with them more directly. It's clear to me that Chip Zdarsky understands these characters. His utilization of each member of the Justice League is spot on. From their positioning on the battlefield to the way they individually move the plot forward, each in their own way. This is deft handling of DC's premier characters from a writer who clearly knows what he is doing, putting to use every piece at play. And as a quick side note, last issue's formatting issues are completely absent here as well, which is fairly minor, sure, but still worth mentioning. And the only real complaint I have is with the art, and even that is quite minor. I would have hoped that a writer and story of this caliber would be paired with an equally impressive artist, but unfortunately, I feel that series artist Miguel Mendonça doesn't quite live up to my expectations. And to be fair, I wouldn't say that he is bad. In fact, he does a decent job handling a variety of locales and characters. There are a couple of images that don't quite work for me, but aside from that, Miguel's work is okay. But given how much I love the story, just okay art is a little bit of a letdown. Still, for standard comic book art, they could have done much worse. If my one major complaint about the book is that the art is good but not phenomenal, then that should really tell you just about all you need to know. Like, I had a ton of fun with this book. I really enjoyed it. And I can't really say pretty much anything bad about it. If you're at all interested in the Justice League, I highly recommend this book. I am really looking forward to seeing where the story goes from here, and I am excited to see Chip Zdarsky working more in the DCU.